This is not the same one that you guys had your conversation with, but there's a high probability that this is probably one that you could have seen down there.
Okay. No, I can't see y'all's floor.
Okay, I was just asking because I could see you earlier and now I can't.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'll remove the walls so you guys can see.
Doors. Stick with it. We should probably get a Discord bot in here that would
Yeah, they'll gladly take your money.
Oh yeah. I think. Does anyone here need or have we already decided where we're taking the dwarves?
Nope.
No. Seeing as how y'all from the south, me and my friends went out there. We were out there for a few months. But really, no, we really weren't digging around too much. I don't suppose there is a decent place to set up, like a village or anything like that. Would there be?
I wouldn't set up I wouldn't set up a town out there. There's too many dragons and dinosaurs and undead running around.
Well, I noticed the dragon was taken care of in that area.
Well, yeah, that dragon was a pretty good friend. Never really ate too many of my friends, my cousins. He only ate one or two a week.
Oh,
decent fella.
Only one or two?
Yeah, a week. Yeah, not too bad, right?
Well, I mean, was it more for like food, or was it more for like, oh, you disrespected me, die like trash kind of thing?
I don't even try to pretend like I'm in the brain of a dragon. I have a hard enough time thinking about this brain here. Kind of knocks on his head.
I see. Yeah, that's what I'm all doing for the night. Hanging out up here.
Okay.
Shooting the shit.
Yep. He's going to keep on just playing Gambit. Anybody else got anything going on? Theseus is drowning himself, singing a beautiful song.
If Kishar is... What is that?
It's French.
He's French.
Like French people that sing when they're drunk.
Oh, right. If Kishar doesn't need, like... Because I know he's talked about robbing the place blind. That's why I was kind of hanging out. But if Kishar doesn't need backup, I would like to meander over towards Dock Fort, or the entry gate that we came in, to see if I can find our Brigandier friends.
So you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave here and head to the port.
Yeah. Check in. Kishar, you don't need me for anything, do you?
No, should be good.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna head back towards the boat and maybe make a little stop along the way. Yeah. So I'm gonna head towards the boat, but I'm gonna walk past it on my way and keep going around, because if I remember correctly, I got to go around like to the cape, right, to where that gate entry is.
Yep. So yeah, it'll just be to the side of the boat. You can head that way. Squee is just going to kind of walk around and maybe every now and then take a little sip out of Theseus's tub. He doesn't have any money to spend, but he won't pass up a free drink as long as no one's watching. He doesn't care if there's extra bubbles in there.
Ew, there's a goat. He pulls a goat hair out of his mouth.
Nice.
I think he'll just eat the goat hair.
I'm guessing
He's a goblin.
I'm guessing that Kishar has told us what items were there, and we told him what to get.
Yes. Yep. Well,
and I can bring the money.
All taken care of.
I can bring.
Yeah, like please deliver these downstairs too. Yeah.
Yep. And so it's been exchanged.
I'll let Kashar know that we have added to the crew.
Oh, who did we get?
Butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Sweet. Not sure about that candlestick, but hey.
We have a fisherman and a baker and another guard.
And even casters? Well,
What screams caster out of baker, fisherman, or guard?
a god could be a magician. I don't know.
This one's brute force.
Maybe it's a muscle wizard. You don't know what they're into. They cast
Evidently,
fists.
this one was in the pits.
A previous champion, maybe.
Possibly. I don't know. They were definitely afraid of him given the amount of chains they had him weighed down with.
Oh. I don't suppose, did we catch where the female market was?
Yanti.
And of course.
Or shipped offshore to the vampires or the undead, etc., etc.
So the auntie here, or are they in the city, or just to Omu?
I imagine Omu.
Okay.
They probably trade them somewhere else, but
Might be best to track down that and see where they're going.
yeah, that wasn't. They don't bother with that.
They have to have receipts.
No, they don't. They don't bother with that type of person here. They said there might be a couple at the forts that we could pick up.
Okay, well, there's always a water, I suppose.
And as he put it, how do you know if a dwarf is female or male with the beard?
Well, Lyra had a big ass chest. That's pretty obvious, I think.
Well, evidently it's unusual.
Ah.
That was probably part of Ashrek's humor.
Is that why there's so few dwarves? Because they can't figure out. They lost all their. That makes sense.
There's only one way to find out, and I don't know that I want to find out.
Just chime in over the sending stone. You lot are a bunch of racist fuckers. You know that, right?
Okay. If you could without 50-50 yet, almost 90% guarantee, line up with a couple of dwarves. They don't talk. They just stand there. Pick out the females. Yes. I will change my.
If there was a way for me to slam this phone down, I would. Kishar, you just shut your mouth.
It's a flip sending stone. So you can
just. You just hear the rustle of Bjorn sticking it back in his pocket.
Bjorn, you don't have problems with orcs, right?
Hey, not really. No.
Good.
I can't speak for the dwarves of Harkhammer, though. But we never had any problem with dwarves. I mean, orcs.
Well, we have one more guard on the ship. So you can guess.
My grandfather's a little... He's got older blood, so I'm not real sure where he lies.
Well, hopefully he's still not hot.
Hey, probably not. He's not hot about a lot of things these days.
Perhaps we can get him charged up.
That's what I'm trying.
It sounds like we need another trip towards Omu.
We just got back from there.
Well, if most of the women are going to the Yanti, what do you want to do?
That makes sense.
Theseus, you're getting quite the following over here as you're spouting off just straight truths to them. They are just eating this up. They may be actually more drunk than you are, if that is possible. But they are just eating everything you're speaking. They're just in awe, and so they're just hanging on every word you've got to say.
They understand. Wow, they're good.
Nah, I don't know if they understand, but they are
Really listening to
they are
you.
enamored. They are just in awe. I mean, you're a celebrity and you're talking to them, so.
Theseus the Wise.
He's got their goat.
But
Boo this man.
It had to be said.
That's gonna end up in every recording we do. Boo this man.
There needs to be at least one pun per stream. I feel like it's a goal now. I like it.
We're punny.
I'm going back to the old hotel, the one that we stayed at, or
I think
the
that
one
one's
that-
in ashes, isn't
the
it?
one that Volo stayed at,
Okay.
just to see if he's still about.
Volo?
Yes.
Oh, he is not.
I'm sure he dipped as soon as the place went up in flames.
Then I have one more stop to make.
All right.
One address from long ago. The Zentarum Tavern HQ.
Isn't that what this casino got turned into?
The casino is, but I am wondering if the Zentarum's boss still is at the tavern.
Nope. All the Zentarum are here. If any of them are here, they are here. Otherwise, they could have gone to Waterdeep.
Because BB is not the boss.
No, he is on the higher end of things. He's the face of the organization here. But any of the old guard have moved up to Waterdeep. Promotions, if you will.
I guess I'll go back and see if I can borrow a few moments of BB's time.
Oh, Nishro, what can I do for you?
If you have a few moments to talk, I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've got a few minutes before my shift ends. What do you need?
Well, after talking with the man in charge, we have a better grasp of what is going on here. And since you seem to be in charge of your group here, I wanted to see if there's anything that you would like to see change that you cannot do on your own.
I am wealthy and happy. As long as it stays that way, life is good for me.
Not the typical response I would figure from your group, but I assume all the hotter heads have moved on.
Well, I mean, Zentarium has only always wanted one thing, and that's power. And Vecna hooked us up with that.
But you're sharing.
Yeah, we kind of have free reign.
I guess my question is, what would help you be freer that didn't have to come back to you?
He just is like, I'm happy and I'm living free. Everything I want, I have. I can get if I don't.
within your share?
I've amassed a great wealth. I don't need any more than I have, because what I have is more than most will see in many lifetimes. I have great influence here in this place I like to call home.
Perhaps I'm not.
Zentarium are strong.
Yes, I perhaps I'm not phrasing this correctly. Not necessarily you in particular, but your organization as a whole.
Well, I mean, Manchun, he made his deal with Vecna, and he was happy to do it.
So a bigger slice of the pie doesn't interest your group.
I mean, we don't want to take any of Vecna's pie, and we have the rest.
Not from what I've seen. There's at least 2 others that are sharing your pie.
No, our casino's doing well. Now, if you want anything, I mean, you want to talk to anyone higher than, I mean, there might be more up the chain there. But as far as the port goes here, Zentarium is right where we want us to be.
And the ones on the other side of the port.
They're out of my way. They're not messing with my casino or my wealth or any of Zentarium's power here. They don't challenge us. They're fine.
Interesting.
He has no interest in changing things because things are going exactly as he was ordered to do. He's just like, no, this is we're doing exactly what we want to be doing.
And as far as the continent at large?
Vecna's dished it out as he wants. Not much here anyways, that's why I kind of like it. Not a lot of trouble. It's quite the
There's
easy
more
post.
here than you can imagine. Magic beyond belief.
Well, if you find that, you can come up and bring it to us, but otherwise...
We've had to destroy some of it to break the curse.
Oh, well, yeah, but I wouldn't say too loud that you messed up Asterak's plans, because...
Well, others thought it was amusing.
Oh, of course. And I love the adventure of adventures. I love hearing the tales and stories. I love the tale that you guys have strung, but just saying, I wouldn't tell many of Vecna's people that you messed with
No.
some of Vecna's plan.
We're more of trying to find our place without stepping on toes.
Oh yeah. Well, just keep your head up and the feet out the mud, and you'll be all right. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go up to the VIP area. I hear there's a little guy up there who just won a big pot of money, so I'm going to go and congratulate him. Thank you for coming to our casino, and you guys are always welcome back. And he bids you adieu and heads...
You lie very well.
Only with the beautiful ones. It's gone.
Interesting.
Kishar, the kobold, 50 grand on 7. And
That-
Trippleton's rolled up.
Where were the rolls? Or was this before?
Oh, there's a
It
roll.
was one of those. I see. It was one of those 6.
No, 777s.
Could be 666. Yeah. Come on, man. There's Steve one out here trying to make his way in the world.
So you guys now have. Oh, go ahead.
So the little kobold's going 150 large.
Well, so if he threw 150 down and he just tripled out.
Yeah, he's got 200 he's got to deal with.
Yeah, he just made 200.
Well, I guess we know where he'll be tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Right? Yeah.
He pretty much just live up there.
Yep. In fact, BB actually offers him a permanent suite down here at the end.
That bitch.
Jesus.
You can, if you have enough money, you don't have to pay. Yeah, I see how it is.
Well, he can get the suite. That way he doesn't have to pay him out 150K large.
Well, it's kind of like stay here, please, so you can keep spending your coin here, and eventually the house will get it back.
Eventually,
that's
the house
how
wins.
Casinos work.
House always wins. Yeah.
Yeah, we had.
Anytime you get a good streak, they usually give you a room.
We had a VP that would go so often to play blackjack, they would invite him. Give him his own little suite and everything.
Yeah. They like money.
406.
All right, what would you guys like to do? You have the new crew. You guys have wallowed in wine, gathered information.
Am I able to find any of the Brigadier people?
Oh, yeah. You head the port. You see Bob.
All right. I'll flag him down and have my card ready for him. Bob.
All right. Who are you?
I just handed my card. I look a little different from when I came in, but I was in on the big fancy ship.
What you need? I got stuff to do. My friend inside, he's busy, and so what's up?
I was actually kind of hoping to talk to somebody in the chain and get a little information.
What you need?
Well, my first question was, has anybody heard from Havershanks and his crew?
I mean, I haven't talked to them in a while. They haven't been through here since they left for doing a little pirate hunting.
We ran into them on their way down to do that pirate hunting, but nobody's talked to them since.
No, I mean, I usually don't talk to them. I do my job here, and my buddy inside, I don't know, he can probably get a hold of them usually.
Would it be possible to talk to your buddy inside?
He doesn't like strangers, even if they do have a card. I can go ask him something. What you need?
I mean, just general questioning and just kind of trying to get some information on what we do next and how we proceed and I mean, I don't mind meeting and not being a stranger if that's possible.
No, you can ask me the question, pass the word along. He's kind of an introvert.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, my main question, I was actually trying to gain some knowledge on how Havershank's pirate hunting went, and if he was still down there in oh bloody hell, what's the place called?
Jahaka.
Jahaka, and if he was able to clear them out, all the pirates.
All right, I'll be right back. Bob walks in, and there's just this lump of a man sitting in the corner, back to you. He leans. What's up?
Is there a way for kind of peer around and like get a better look? See if I can see him.
Nope. It's even hard for you to kind of look. It's like a small little door. Think of like a toll booth, just at the top of a tower, and he's in like one corner of it. And he leans over to the shoulder, back out, and he's like, he can call him up, but he says it's like something like 50 gold per word.
Jesus, that's a lot for just talking to him. I mean, I've actually
let me see
got
what I
away.
can do then. He'll go back in there and he turns, okay, for 500 gold, unlimited words.
It still seems like a lot, given the fact that I have a means of contacting him myself. I was just trying to go through the proper.
Are we with Bjorn right
Hey,
now?
don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the middleman
Oh,
here.
no, not at all, not at all. I don't understand. You're just doing your job. That's perfectly fine.
So did you want me to, or?
I think I'll just hold off on that, and I'll try and grab a hold of him myself.
Okay. Let him know. He goes back in the toll booth and comes back out and he goes, hey, he was just trying to milk you. He'll do it for 100 gold. He'll find out everything.
Yeah. You see, here's the problem. When we came through here, you hustled us out of a good deal of money. We were told by Havershanks to give you a pretty significant less amount of money than we did when we first came through. So I don't think I really need to pay you a whole lot of anything. Like I said,
you should have told me you had the discount. You didn't tell me that.
Oh, and what discount would that be?
Scarlet's discount. I mean, just letting you guys in here without the checks, part of being frank. But you tell me we're Scarlet, it's a whole different thing.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's on us. That's understandable. But like I said, I've already
So do you want me to have him call or no?
No, that's quite all right.
Oh, I'll tell you what. You slide me 50, and I'll go ask him on my behalf. Like I'm not asking for you.
Are you hard up on money? Are you okay? You're very desperate for some coin, my friend.
I wouldn't say desperate. I just like the casino.
Oh, I see. I have a mate back on the boat that's that.
What about 25 gold?
Ask him what he does.
5 gold? Give me 25 gold. I'll get you any answer you want.
I tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you here. You get me an audience with the fella that's in there, and I'll give you 100 gold right here on the spot. How about that?
All right. He opens his hand for the 100 gold.
All right, and I fish out the 100 gold. 100 gold out of my pocket and give it to him.
And he just points to the room. Go on in.
All right. Thank you very much. And I walk inside.
You walk into the booth and you walk into the corner where he pointed to, and sitting in the chair is a giant cloak. Over the top, a bucket being held up by a mop handle. With nice
what I thought.
eyes and a smiley face drawn on it.
Bob's a right prick. That's what he is.
Is there a stone laying on the table?
No, but Bob just kind of laughs and he's just like, okay, I'll tell you everything. They wiped out Jahaka Bay. They annihilated it. A few of the buildings are still standing, but they took no prisoners.
Hey, that's wonderful news. I actually am very glad to hear that. So no prisoners. Where were they headed next? Do you happen to know that?
They were going to continue around and circle the southern hemisphere and eventually make it up to the rest of the seas. They're just going to keep mobile. They got it from all the dangers
Aye.
out there.
Your big flying fiery friends out there, is from what I've heard.
Yup.
Aye. Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good to hear that Jahaka's been taken care of. They weren't heading anywhere closer inland after Jahaka, were they?
Nah, they had one job and they moved on.
Aye.
They gotta stay mobile.
Aye. Bob, this has, despite being 100 gold lighter leaving here, this has actually been a genuine pleasure, and I very much appreciate your help. I do have one more question, if you're all right with it.
Sure.
Did they happen to leave anyone behind at Jahaka, or did they just leave the place kind of barren?
Oh, no, they probably left it bare. I don't think
Right.
anybody wants to stay still in this atmosphere.
Aye, there's a lot of things that can get you if you stand still too long. I understand that. Oh, all right. Well, Bob, it has been a pleasure, and dude, just between you and me, that you do know that casino is nothing but it's just stealing your money, right? Like, there's nothing good about it.
Oh yeah, I never go in there. He just walks back in the toll booth and sits back down next to his friend.
I very much like you, Bob. I hope I get to see you again very soon.
Yeah, come through here and you will.
All right, you have a good one, and I'm gonna head back to the ship from there.
All right. Anybody else not on the ship? Anybody else leaving? Are you leaving the hotel, Kashar? Are you staying there?
I'm gambling away until I have
Theseus
no coins left.
All right. You want to put it all on one? Put it all on one
hell
number?
no, I'll do half. I'll do
Come on, big man, he's no whammies.
220. We're committing on 6.
Do it. Yes!
Doubled.
Double
Theseus.
sixes, holy shit.
So are you still Theseus, are you still getting white goat wasted?
Yep.
White goat wasted.
Your crowd is getting even bigger around you. They're just, you might have a cult following here.
No, not a cult following. He just has a cult.
Yeah.
The cult of the goat.
So was it double, triple, or
That's doubled.
double?
So you got
Okay. So then what's one then? You mentioned one.
one. If you bet 2,200 and you win,
And then
you
one
gain
man.
2,200. So you had two numbers, so it means you get your 2,200 back. You keep that, and then you get 4,400.
Okay.
Ride that wave, baby. Keep going.
All right. We're gonna keep riding this thing. All right. I'll do the same thing again. Except this time we'll do this. Okay, roll 6 again. Like we said. Or none of them. None of the
He'll
above.
take that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Next bet.
All right, fine. Why even bother?
Oh, there was an 8 in there.
There's an 8. I hate you. Hate you so much. All right, we're back down. We're back down to where we started, ladies and gentlemen.
This is our lucky number.
Right.
We had 5, so
Okay,
yeah,
we're
we bet
lower.
2,
We're a little
and then
lower.
you do, and then
Yeah,
We're a
5
little
is usually the winning number.
yeah, so that was 6. So he should be 44. So he got 2 more 2,200 bets to go.
Yeah. I got 2 more. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.
Yeah, do it.
it's all the dice. It's all in the
Do
dice.
it.
Do I swap or remain?
Stay true.
I think you go eek.
There it is.
It was 5. Come on, man. I typically do
said
5.
I said 5 has been the winning number, so.
Oh fuck. Damn. All right. Well, that's it.
And that's all the coins. Do you head back to the wave dancer?
Yeah.
And do you try to pull Theseus out of his pool of beer? Do you allow him to be? You wave at him as you go.
Can I get like a cart we can like wheel him down to the docks with?
Oh God, he's reached that level of wasted.
No cart.
You want a cart for all your stuff? Oh, yeah, they sent it all to your ship.
Oh no, for this one, but for that one, yeah.
Oh, for that one.
All right. Yeah.
Just put him on a Tensor's floating disc and just wheel him out that way.
That's a good point. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking just throw a disc out.
Bathtub and all.
Bathtub and all.
Come on, Theseus, let's get back home. Hit bubbles.
So they are getting in a fight over it's like, oh, he loves me. And so Theseus, you're being wheeled out of there just in time before an all-out brawl breaks out as they start jumping on each other into a little tussle over who you really love out of them. Alcohol's a hell of a thing.
I like the fact it's just like
everyone is back on the ship. Some light pockets, some heavier ships.
On Cloud 9.
Say what?
I said I don't know. I think Theseus is on Cloud 9.
Oh yeah.
Theseus has gained a following, as well as he's still in a bathtub full of fine, high quality alcohol.
I see we have some new recruits.
Yeah, I'll let the orc know he can pick his name. And then I would suggest.
What do you think about Steve? Steve sound good?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Bob was a classic.
He went with Keel.
I'll introduce Kill to Stefan and Stefan to Kill, and explain that Kill likes to use his hands and it was a pit fighter, and that knowledge might come in handy to the doors if the ship is boarded, and I think their knowledge of bladed weapons would come in handy to Kill, so if it'd be nice if they could teach each other how to use different things. And leave it at that.
After one handshake, they give each other a handshake, and it's just like this connection, like chink, 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 and it's like instant bond. Like they know gonna be a good team.
It's like that handshake between Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other fella from
exactly
right
in Predator.
Yeah, Predator. That's what it was.
Just you son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch. Yep. All right. Well, we've got more mouths to feed. That's a start.
We do have a baker, and we did go shopping, and we have a fisherman too.
Wonderful. We now have means of food. We still don't have a plan on where we're going from here, but I do have a little bit more information. I took a stroll down the dock and met with Bob down in our friend we met when we. Oh God! What did he do?
Oh God! He's just trying to swindle.
Oh my God!
Kind of doing the Zeke. I looked down.
I looked down.
What about Zeke?
When
my Christmas level 20. Can I look at my chest?
Oh, I remember now. Oh, actually, as far as plans as to what to do,
there it is.
Bjorn, or whoever the hell you are.
Hey. Bjorn.
You're Bjorn now, and you were Lyra, yeah?
Hey.
Okay. That's still really weird. We asked David about the female dwarves and just females in general. It was kind of awkward for me, but Nisha got a hold of it. They're at the camps, supposedly. So if we want to go raid those and try to find the
What?
the
Wait,
women of your
what
tribe,
camps? What camps are
They
you
s-
talking about?
The
Practice and
forts.
vengeance.
He said that we should be able to find a couple of females, not specifically Dorvan, at the forts, which would be the Flaming Fist areas. So he said that most of the females and other children were sold to the Yuan-Ti. What was not sold to the Yuan-Ti or kept at the forts for their pleasure went to the mainland, Waterdeep, or others. It seems the vampires have a preference for humans, but the other places would take whatever they get.
Wonderful. That's just bloody wonderful. Well, I've got a little bit better news. I found out from Bob that Havershanks has completely blown away Jaka, and they are headed down the south of the coast still. So that side of the island is currently unoccupied.
Well, we did it in once by sinking an entire galleon in their way, and they cleaned that up and fortified it. So I won't
Sure.
count on that information being current.
I mean, I got it.
Bob,
I got
Bob
it
was
straight.
pretty accurate about. He let you know that like they annihilated every pirate ship, even the ones out on patrol. They leveled that place and the ships in the waters patrolling out in the ocean. They're basically destroying any ship they come across that is in nature.
What I was kind of getting at is I feel fairly confident that that port is currently sitting completely open, well,
Yeah.
for the moment, and even though it was probably ransacked pretty hard, it's probably still pretty defensible. Just food for thought. Plus, not having any flaming fist presence on that side of the island or peninsula right now does work in our favor for a place to keep our friends here.
Don't forget, Vengeance is relatively close by.
Is that another camp?
Yes, Vengeance and Righteous.
Do you think they would have sent some of the females and the children to the...
It is possible.
It would be worth looking into if...
We know one cleric at one of the camps. If I had to guess, given the morale of the men, if we took out the commander there, they wouldn't have an issue with it. He was kind of psychotic, remember?
I will say, if we want to try that port, it'll take some gold, but we can always teleport us scouts there and see what it is. And then at a designated time, they arrive back at the original teleport. I open up a hole again and it can come through.
That's not a bad idea. We could actually get down there a lot faster, and Mushi could bring the ship on his way, and while we deal with the problems that might or might not be down there at the moment, the ship will be on its way to, and it should be clear by the time it got down there, wouldn't it?
But
assuming that the ship didn't run into any problems, but that's what we've got Keel and Stefan and all the boys for, right?
Speed is this boat's favorite friend.
Aye.
But
So we've got.
Are
we've
you
got
saying
two options.
that we travel down to scout out our home first?
Hey, that was a thought I had. If we travelled down now and went ahead and had Mushi take the boat around, by the time they got down there to meet us, anything that has or might have taken up residence in there might have already been dealt with. And besides, we can move the earth and...
Well, that'll be like a month of travel with a boat.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm not inclined to re-travel back. I don't know. It seems like a work for construction.
I don't think you have to worry about that,
I don't think you have to worry about that. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. Bjorn, I think.
Oh God.
Is
Just imagine what his Google searches will bring up from now on as ads.
Oh God.
Would you like to buy a goat? You have goat-like products.
No, it won't be that.
Yeah. So
I'm just spitballing ideas here.
Okay.
Honestly, where we go from here, this world is completely topsy-turvy to me, so I'm not real sure what we should do.
right. I mean, if you. Oh God.
Well, here's the question, Kashar. Do you want to start with the small camps and roll to the big one, or do you want to start with the big camp and roll to the small one?
Let's hit the big camp, roll the small ones. Might as well get that out of the way. Because depending on if those camps are reliant on that big one for supplies.
Well, but also remember that the big camp is currently been dealt with. It should be empty.
I think he was talking about the fort, right?
Yeah, there's a fort, and the fort's not really supply. I mean, the river's what supplies
Oh, I see.
downstream the other fort. So
Well, that's what
Camp
supplies it,
Righteous
but like
and Camp
actual
Vengeance.
supplies.
Well, you remember that not much was getting through. They were living on their own stuff.
But they were barely living on that stuff, though. Because when God says they were in pretty rough shape, if I recall. I think Theseus really helped them out.
A lot of sickness going around, plus an insane commander.
Yeah.
Do we think that with it?
If we were looking for a commander to put back in charge that might play nice with us, I would say it would be the cleric that we helped get down there, wouldn't you?
Right.
So what if we start with her group and roll the other way?
I just don't want to give up the element of surprise. Then they'll know we're coming. Or they'll know something is coming.
Unless somebody gets away, how are they going to know?
Sending stone. I'm just saying, I'd rather deal with the large problem first, and then at our leisure deal with the smaller ones.
Hey, for all we know, if we take out the large problem, the little problems may not be a problem anymore.
Yeah. But speaking of your people, did you want to maybe send Kel and Stefan through to scout out support and see if anything's moved in?
Well, it's not the port we get them to. We're putting them in a mine.
Hey, they'll have to travel to the mine.
And Stefan was to guard this ship.
Right, but I'm thinking just as a scout mission. Unless y'all want to go. I can reopen a portal back here.
We can do that. We can step through, check the mine, drop the entrance. Take a couple of doors with us to collapse the entrance back, and then at least then they'll have the mine to deal with without having to worry about something walking in. The question is anything walked in since we were there last?
Hey, we did make a hole for something to come in.
If nothing's came in and we collapse the hole back, nothing should be able to get to them, correct?
Yeah, but how would they get food then?
Hey, they'll deal. It's like Stefan was saying. We primarily eat mushrooms and whatever we can kill that comes up from the Underdark, and there's all kinds of stuff that grows down in the caves that you can eat. It's it's not that big.
Yeah, right now there is no cave. It's like a tunnel of stone. And I'm just you know what? I'll leave it to you. You're the expert. If you want to just cave in the tunnel that we had, throw them all in there.
It's.
I'm just saying, if we want to take care of the stuff here, I need to be here when, or if you
When
want
you
to.
say stuff here, what stuff are you talking about?
Oh, it's a fort.
Which fort are we talking about? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm
northeast of where we're at is a
Okay.
fort.
Right. So you're talking about cutting the head off the snake, the big bad.
Yeah, instead of having to
Okay.
trek back up like a month back up here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's I'm sorry. I've gotten completely sidetracked by that. I'm perfectly fine with that. But the problem is, are we going to leave all the dwarves here while we go deal with that,
That's what I
or
was
are we
saying.
going?
So I can teleport a group of scouts over to the mine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we designate a time for them to be in the same spot, and I will open the portal again. They can come back through, report back. If they don't report back, something went wrong.
Can Bjorn look to Score and Stefan and say, would anyone be willing to take on a scouting mission for us?
I think it'd be better if we went.
Aye, but then how do we get back?
Where are you asking him to scout to? Like
the mine that we came to, and then like the entrance that we made and all that.
What about the port though?
Yeah, and
well, that's days away.
It's not days. It's like half a day.
No, it's not. Pull
It's
the
like
map back up.
Yeah, it's like half a day.
It's multiple squares.
Half a day.
You'd have to take Bob and Dave magic boat to get there fast.
No, here, roll us back to the map. I think we're talking about different things. This mine here, like a day. Half a day.
It's not a day because each one of those squares is a day.
Yeah.
How did we get there so
Each one of the
fast?
squares is 10 miles.
It took us almost a week.
Yeah.
4 days.
It's been like a month, or it's been almost more than a month since you guys got out of the tomb.
I don't think a square is a day. I think we were moving faster than that.
No, we weren't. We only moved faster when Marg crit. If he rolled well enough, we got to move 2 squares.
Yep.
And when we first started out, there were many days where we moved no squares. And it's 6 days from that mine over. I mean, if they wanted to check the mine just to make sure the tunnel's empty, that'd be about all they would get. Yeah, because we made a tunnel straight out.
If you send them with the food and the resources, then and your word that Jahaka is cleared out, then he's like, hell, everyone comes with me and we're good.
I mean, we have 30 days worth of supplies on the ship, and there's forest around plus the river. I would hope that they could, at that point, be self-sufficient.
Aye, and I don't think if Stefan correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you're going to get caught with your proverbial pants around your ankles again, are you?
No, not this time. We've got this. Bastards came behind our backs. This is going to be straight on assault. They feel pretty confident that see they just got caught off guard because they weren't expecting an entire army, essentially of slavers. They sent like at least 50 people into these mines to try to take down all these dwarves in a full surprise attack.
But just remember, we're not sending Stephen and the others. We're sending 33 miners.
Yeah, you're sending a whole army. You're sending your own army of coordinated, weaponized
dwarves.
Dwarves ready for
Well,
battle.
dwarves.
We need to get
Angry
them
dwarf
weapons
battle.
because we haven't bought them weapons yet. So if we're going to equip them, that's something else.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you guys can
It's not that.
equip them
It's
for
not that
cheap.
much.
That's nothing.
It's nothing. A
so
drop in the bucket.
we equip the dwarves. We send the 33. We send out of the 33 the ones that want to go to the mine and prep
On-
that, get themselves squared. I
Yeah,
haven't.
there's 30 of those. 30
Okay,
of the
so
33.
there's 30 of the 33. I haven't asked Score if he's going with them or not.
You want me to be the leader? Son, I'll show you them the leader I could be. I'll take them. Let's do this.
And I'm trust. Even if you don't trust in yourself, I trust in you. I believe in you. I've seen it happen before. I know you can do it again.
Son,
And
you're giving me
we're
life.
Well, we're going to give you more than that. We're going to give you home. We're going to give you everything that you deserve, and we're going to get everything to you guys. So if you can lead these people, then we will continue to track down the rest of the clan, even if we have to go to this Sword Coast. Is that what it's called?
No.
I will continue to track down the clan and see if I can bring more of them home. If that's all right with you.
I trust you, son.
One
I'll
question
never
for
doubt
the
again.
dwarves.
Yep.
There is a mine near Fort Bjorn. Any of you know of it?
No.
There are the underground dwarven resistances.
I think it's probably like a mine run by
The
Fort
blaming
itself.
fist. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If they need slaves, that might be another area where we might find them.
Right.
We'll keep looking. We've got a long to-do list, obviously.
So
but
are you sending? So just so I'm clear, are you sending
right.
the dwarfs on the Magic Express boat ride by Bob and Dave, or are you sending them in the ship and sending them down there?
We're just going to teleport them down
I
there.
think we were going to teleport them.
Oh, Nisha, if you want to mark off like $1,000 of jewels, so we can do this more often, just in case.
Oh, you're gonna
We only need-
you're gonna teleportation circle. Got it.
Yeah.
How many jewels do you want?
10
grand?
10? Oh, no, I was just saying $1,000 because it's 50 apiece.
So
well, if we get diamond dust too.
So we send them down
uses. That's 20 uses of it.
How much diamond dust do we want to get?
For
Theseus.
Oh, Theseus.
Give him about 1,000.
All he wants. How much diamonds do you need?
We know you're getting to the point where you can probably use spells to rescue us, but they take diamond dust. How much diamond dust do you need?
At least 500 gold for one.
So 5 and 5? We'll
Sounds
go
good.
5k worth of diamond dust and 5k worth of gems for teleport.
Diamonds are a goat's best friend.
Hold on.
Or do you want
That's
less?
Less. Like we don't need that much.
So you want 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000's fine. That's 20 uses.
Okay. I'll still stay with the diamond dust.
Oh yeah,
Because I can put it in the haversack.
Right.
So, just so we're all on the same page, we're sending the dwarves that want to go down with 30 days worth of rations,
Mm-hmm.
and by teleportation circle to the mine. where they'll scout out Jahaka, and then or reinforce the mine and then where we know they'll be safe and we can find them.
Right. If you want, what we can do is set up oh hey, you guys go through. This portal will open in 1 day's time. If there's any problems, it'll open again and come back through.
That seems like
perfect.
That seems like a pretty
They're
good
down
idea,
with that.
actually.
Yeah, because then if they run into something, they just have to hold out for a day.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, they all line up. 30
It's
of
gonna
them
be
lined up,
gonna be
ready to go.
Go!
When before Kishar opens the door, I'm gonna give Score a hug and and say, I know I've already said bye to you once, and you damn near had a heart attack by me not coming back and being told I was dead, but I will be back for you, and I will be back to the mines real soon.
I'll see you in 10 days, son.
Aye, 10 days. That's a
Wait,
month,
10
right?
days or 10 days?
No,
or
10
1
days
day?
is a week.
In a 10-day. Oh, a week, yeah. Wait, why are we going down there? Wait, why a week?
Why a week?
He'll see you in a week because maybe he'll holler back at you. He's just saying he'll see you soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was very confused. I'm like, are you leaving? Like, missing the... Like, you're gonna miss the teleport time window, Captain.
It's just his phrase for seeing you soon. So they all head through the teleporter.
1 second. We have one other option. We could give him one of the sending stones.
We could.
It's up to you. If not,
I think the day is might be a better idea though, because then we don't lose a sending stone that it took us forever to get unlocked.
Right.
Because then we'd have to go talk to Bone Bags again to try and get that unlocked.
And
He was the only one who could do it.
Why the fuck are you here again? So
Right.
My kitty cats are far more important.
you missed one last time. Here you go.
Right. Just I would like to point out from here forward, I would like to look out for strays.
Fair. Gotcha. All right, dwarves now go through the portal. Boop, 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 boop. All 30 of them gone. And with a little nod at the end, Score is the last one through. And you see a glimmer of hope in his eye, Bjorn, as he steps through the portal proudly instead of with the shame and weight he's been carried on his shoulder.
That is one of the bravest dwarves I have ever had the pleasure to call family in my life. And you see Bjorn use his beard to wipe a tear away.
Dwarves are
so if you guys are heading to Fort Belleron, it'll take you probably 2 days.
The question is, are we doing it via ship or not?
Oh boy, if you go through the land, it'll take you forever.
Well, do we want to do something like this, where we come around the backside?
And do we want to go to the mine first?
There's no way you'll be able to get to the mine without them seeing you.
I assume we'd have to do something like this: drop us off like here on the ship, and then we'd hoof it over.
Yeah, but they would see you. This whole entire area is where the major ships are coming in for them. Like,
oh, you're saying like so this area
right here, but they've got this is all where like their ships come and land. They don't have ships from Waterdeep going all the way around the peninsula. Their ships are landing here.
Yeah, they land here.
Area.
But I don't.
All right.
I mean, they'd see us drop. They'd see us like come up and park.
What if we just jumped across and literally took the week to travel? It takes a week to get to the mine. And they wouldn't be seeing us because we would be in the woods.
I mean, even here, even if they saw a ship drop off, we are how many people again? We're like 6.
Yeah.
Right, a party of 6.
We are in a pretty distinctive ship.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried about them noticing the ship. I'm worried about them finding us, like a party of 6 in a miles of jungle. Like, so they would have to
but like I
dedicate.
said, if we start and just have the ship drop us off across the river, it's 7 days travel to the mines. They would never find us in the jungle. And then 2 days from the mines to the fort.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to take out the mines first, or do you want to scout the mines, see what's up,
I say
and then hit the
scout
fort?
the mines, then hit the fort.
Okay.
If we can trap Flaming Fist in the mine, that's
Or if we can find more dwarves.
Right.
get them where the money is.
Right.
They're using the mines for money.
You know what would be a real pain in the ass is if we became pirates and
We
literally
are
just
pirates.
We are.
Oh yeah, we are, but just started intercepting all the ships that were coming in right here.
We're not an armed pirate, except for us.
Hey man, I'm just saying, when they come to board the ship, a little disintegrate spell goes off and hits their hull, and there's just a big hole in their ship at that point. They do a little sinky.
Well, at that point, you're not pirates.
Well, we
You're
pirated. We
You're
pirated.
terrorists. It sinks. There's nothing to get.
We
Listen,
can
we'll
die
just add to the
for it.
list of things we are: pirates, terrorists, arsonists.
That's what the crab is for. The crab can
murderers.
dive down in the water to go get the loot.
Oh yeah, well I haven't spent time on working on that crab, so it's still not
and
fixed.
we're burying our treasure under lots of water. How about that? Protecting it with pressure. With large amounts of pressure.
I still like the idea of sneaking in where they don't know anything is happening.
Yeah, no, that's probably for the best.
In
Yeah, 'cause-
fact, we can send Musharib out into the west, and they'll think we're gone altogether. Because they'll think we're on that ship.
Because if there's one thing we are, it's a sneaky bunch of people.
So we're gonna get it right about here, right? Somewhere in here. There's gonna be some commotion, and we're just gonna bust out and like explosions galore, and like a couple hours later they're like, what the heck happened here? There's a giant crater of like the battle
It's
scene
still
that we
3
had.
days away, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but
It's too bad we don't have any business to do over there with them and have a reason to get inside the fort.
Like just going to get a hunting permit from the jungle for the jungle, archaeology digs, all
We
those
have
are
permits.
wouldn't that be in the
permits
city
given
though?
by the fort.
Wouldn't that be
All
in the city,
permits
though?
are given by the fort.
Why? That's so inconvenient.
They weren't given by the fort because we have them before.
Right.
Well, they could have moved
We
over
have-
now, but it's so inconvenient. Like you'd have to have all your hunters run to the fort.
Well, it's kind of the first stop when
Now
you
they're
come
just
in
asking
into
for it.
Jolt.
It's just like David, man. Really unclear with the rules.
Look, these are the same fuckers who employed David. Where do you think David got it from?
That's fair. Oh God!
Why don't we just do that? Why don't we pretend we need a dino hunting license and we just go and scope the place out?
Right. I just had a flash forward of like it's maybe our second BBEG we're fighting, and then he's monologuing his backstory, and then we all just kind of all sigh, groan, like, and he was like, "Ugh, it's just another David."
Yeah, the only problem is if we do anything and word gets to that mine before we do.
Right. Maybe a seeming. Maybe. Like, oh, hello there. We're just a couple of hunters, doing hunting things. Totally not fully armed and magic out the ass. That'd be weird.
You would be fully armed and magicked out the ass to go and hunt. Look what we had to do to get
Fair
big
enough.
beastie feathers down.
Right. I mean, but that's like the queen of all dinosaurs, not like the common hunter. Oh, we could be big game hunters.
Hey, that's perfect. I mean, sure.
Boom. That means we have money, and we're specifically coming here for big game.
Hey,
Everybody
that'll work.
All right, cool. That'll work. And that way, the magic objects can be written off as for money.
Hey, we need it.
Like it.
We don't fuck around. We go for the big bucks.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
But
cool.
our
Seems like a
ship
plan.
is the one they know is ours.
Right. Did we want it to? How far away do we want it to fuck off? or just hang out by the bay. Oh no, we have a sending, so we can just ask him to come back.
And why don't we just walk down the coast to it? I mean, it's a couple days. It wouldn't. And if we just walked out, if we stayed out of the jungle, it probably wouldn't be too terrible, would it? And then the boat could just stay in Nyanzaru.
Yeah, maybe the boat leaves. Want that? Drops us off somewhere, and the
I
boat
mean,
continues out for like a
If
day or
we're going to
something.
go ahead and
come back.
walk, let's hit the mine first. We can always go back across and walk out and go up to them and do the seaming afterwards.
Right. Okay. So
I don't know how you make the extra bit.
control. If you hold control and then click, and then click again. Yeah, there you go. And then right click to pick up the previous.
Right? Why don't we just do that?
Because I think we want to visit the mine first. So it'd be something like that.
So we have to cross the jungle a little bit.
Be like that.
Well, that's crossing through a lot of jungle. If we
That way, we're never seen.
Right, but if our pretense of we're big game hunters.
That's when we're going to the fort. That's not when we're going to the
Right,
mine.
no, but if it gets reported, like even if we're seen or not, regardless.
Well, you can't go hunting until you have your permit.
Right, but we're not hunting. We're traveling.
Then you have to go to the fort first.
Not necessarily. You could have gotten quote unquote lost. Because our guides are poop.
None of us are good enough liars for that.
I don't know, Eek seems pretty good.
Is he though?
It's fitty. Anyway, so I think that's our plan. We'll just do mines first, however we get there. Then hit the fort. And then, depending on what we find at the mines.
7-day trek to the mines, my friends.
Yep. Oh, man. Should have taken advantage of those fucking, hot bass in there. Shit.
Well, as long as there's no objections to that path, you guys will take a beeline towards the mines. I'll need 7 D20s rolled.
Did 70-20?
7 D20. Not privately.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I haven't dropped it down yet. My bad. Sorry, I was testing stuff.
All right, let's take a look at what you rolled.
12 for 5, a 1, a 12.
Third day in, you come across a horde. And I mean a horde of undead, ghouls, abominations, zombies, skeletons, numbering over 250 large. They do not see yet. They span about a 3-mile area. If you want to charge into them, you can. If you want to avoid them, it'll take you 1 extra day, but you'll avoid them completely.
What direction are they traveling in? They're just kind of meandering.
Just kind of meandering wherever just kind of leads the horde. So they're probably east.
Okay.
I don't really feel like fighting 3 miles worth of undead.
If we just stay for a bit, they should go
Yeah,
on
it's
by,
just
right?
us.
Yep. So you can either spend a day waiting for them to go by, or you can spend a day going around them.
I say we spend the day and let them pass.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to write this. I need to keep track of the days, so when Bjorn asks me what day it is, I can fucking tell him.
Demon's Tiny Hut, go.
It's the day I want it to be.
That's the day I want
My
it to be.
God.
It's always Saturday. the weekend. Just perpetual weekend.
Hey,
That's
someone's
fair.
got to keep up with making sure we don't go through some kind of fucking time loop.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Okay. It's been 8 days since you left. You spent 1 day extra in the fort. You make it to the mines, and your mouth drops open as you see a horribly sad scene. It's caved in and no one's there.
Well,
Any fresh tracks or signs?
No,
How
it looks
long
like this
have
place
they
has been
caved?
abandoned for quite a while.
can I stone cunning to see what caused the cave in?
Looks like it was self-created, either through some
Interesting.
magics or some explosives.
Are there like laying mine carts around and like that? Any indication of what was being brought out of the mines?
It looks like charcoal, like coal. I'm sorry, not charcoal, coal.
Very careful. What?
This was a coal
Charcoal.
mine.
Hmm.
But who would collapse a coal mine if there's still, unless there's no more coal in the mine?
Unless they dug
They
too
still
deep.
wouldn't collapse it.
No, then
Unless
not
they dug too
normally.
deep in under something. No.
A coal mine this close to a fort, that doesn't seem. Yeah, unless they were trying to keep something in.
Well, if there's any sulfur around, could you gunpowder?
If I put my ear to the stone, do I hear anything? Like from, or is it too deep? Like, is the collapse too deep?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Any weird rumble, any weird vibrations from touching the walls or anything that feels out of the ordinary?
Nope. You can tell it wasn't hastily done. It was a well done collapse, just to kind of close it off. It wasn't
So
like
weird.
an incident or anything crazy fast. They weren't trying to escape. It was a
Time
Controlled.
fractured collapse.
So they
Time
did it
frame?
on purpose.
How long ago?
It's been a long time, months.
I suppose there's like a foreman office with like paperwork of any kind.
No,
They this close to the fort. They probably had the foreman's office back at the fort.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
yeah, fort's 2
should-
days away.
Should we kind of make our way towards the fort and scout it a little bit?
Yeah.
This looks. Can I have the bird fly like ahead of us to kind of just in case something's wrong with the fort? Give us a little heads up, like it's on fire or something. I don't know.
Sure.
In general,
I can send Nahissa with it.
Does Nahissa ride on the bird when you guys send them together?
they really should.
They kind of should.
Their little fairy on the mountain. Yeah.
It's like a scene from Heavy Metal.
Right.
Nahissa will stand.
The fort is not on fire. It looks occupied by a set of soldiers, according to your scouting.
How many we think? Does Nahissa think?
Let me do math.
Get a head count.
Looks like there's about 15 soldiers just kind of walking around the outsides of it, and of course there's shifts and whatnot.
Probably 3 times that.
Is
Or
there
more.
so obviously
It
there's a
doesn't
fort.
seem to be. They're not like on alert. They've got plenty of cannons. It doesn't look like they're on alert for anything.
Is there any kind of tent city around the fort?
Yeah, kind of a small little area that's just got. Looks like it's got some paperwork places going on. Let me.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering because that would tell us if they're over capacity. Okay, got it. Just a little
like
outbuilding.
A little bit little outpost village here. People can come and go. This is usually where paperwork's filled out.
So probably 50.
If that.
Well, if you had 15 on the outskirts and you got 3 shifts.
Right.
I mean, there's only a handful of soldiers patrol this little out camp here. Most of it's commoners, merchant, kind of just general laborers.
Does the bird or Nahissa see any signs of the big head honcho?
Yeah. Sure. If you want to split off, I can have the bird start flying around closer.
Don't be obvious.
It's a bird. It does bird things.
Yeah, when they start circling.
It's looking for a mouse. It's a bird.
Hey, you can just sit in one of the trees.
It's totally bird-like. You know, it screeches, "I'm a bird."
Totally non-suspicious bird.
Yeah. I am a bird.
Nahissa will go down and start. I'm assuming these buildings have windows.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're pretty flimsy. You can get around, peek in them pretty easy. Nothing much out of the ordinary going on. This looks like it's on the up and up.
Yeah, but she's looking to see which ones might hold troops, which ones hold commoners, or what buildings or what.
I'll hit up this
Gotcha.
top.
This main spot with the star right there, that's kind of like where there's like 2 guards inside there, and there's a dude doing paperwork. All the other rooms, these are mostly merchant tents, bakery, etc.
Is there like a barracks here?
Over at number 5, there's like a couple of.
There's no numbers
of beds. Oh, there's no numbers. Sorry. There are on my side. Why not yours?
You didn't put them there.
What number is it? What number is this? What number is this?
It's up here at the top. This is what I say, number 5. Where's my drawing?
Number 5. All right, we're commending to 5. I got you. Oh, generous man.
So is military in each of the tan ones, or do some of the tan ones have other?
I think the tan is
there's
probably
only
the original
2
buildings.
soldiers over in number 10, and number 5 just has a couple of like beds for people to sleep in, whether it's merchants or barracks or whatever. It's very loosey goosey here.
Yeah, I would hazard a guess that the tan ones are probably the originals. Seeing as that the largest building is tan, so the tans probably went up at the same time. Then everything else was built afterwards.
What about the 2 tan ones to the south?
These 2 right here?
Well, there's one at the front of the palisade in the middle of the fort.
Okay. Sorry, I'm colorblind, so tan is green. Green is tan, brown is yellow. Fair. Gotcha. That's stables, but there's nothing in there. Oh wait, nope, there are 2 horses in there.
Gotcha.
Okay, then going to the east, there's tan or green.
That's livestock.
Okay, and the brown one above that?
Bathroom.
Because I'm assuming the hut right beside that is attached, somehow leads into the big one.
Yep.
That's I'm thinking there's not like 50 people here, man. I think because otherwise we would have found that, because if there were 50 there, they would have been sleeping in the barracks. So I'm thinking they just post up minimal at night, and then if there's an alarm, they just alarm.
I'm blind.
They don't see the general anywhere.
I I mean, I'm just going to put you guys' body. That's the outer camp. This is where, I'm just going to put your bodies here, even though you're not here, so you guys can see what the familiars are seeing.
Is this that large
This is the actual
building?
fort. Yeah, this is the actual fort. What you guys were looking at was like the little spot in front of it. This is to the north of it. So if you go south from where you guys are, you'll head down into that little lower camp area.
Oh, so that's at the base of the fort. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
There's some big guns on there.
Oh man, it'd be a damn shame if those guns fell into the hands of us.
It sure would.
Hmm.
It sure would.
It looked like they could fit a ship, huh?
Weird. Whoa, it's almost like, oh, they wouldn't fit on those little circular bits on the outside of our ship, would they?
Hmm.
That one felt perfectly sized for it.
No, these are 15.
Shh, don't cramp our style, man. These are totally gonna fit. Or they gonna fit.
We gonna make
And
them
we
fit.
flip over in the water.
We're like, finally, the last one's installed. All right, let's go ahead and pull up anchor. Just rolls over. Too top heavy. She's like, all right, they're gonna take the cannons, more guards.
No, that's the fail safe. All the cannons blow up.
Right. Oh.
Look at that.
There you go. They're all just on patrol, walking around.
Right. Do we see any mages or just the people in armor?
Just the people in armor. You do see.
Oh, her. Oh God, she's enormous.
Yeah, she should not be that big. Good Lord.
She should be 3 times that size.
Hey Bjorn,
Yeah.
I found you a sparring partner when you go monkey.
All right. Pretty soon I won't have to go monkey to be that big.
Right. Wait. Can you actually go like huge? Can you do
When
it?
when I reach level 15, my giants might lets me go huge, I think.
Dang.
Do we see any clerics? Because I know they sent clerics to the camps.
No.
I think we just have the plebes and the 2 badasses.
That's a lot of plebes.
It is a lot of plebes.
And they're spread out.
Yeah. How dare they?
And there's more than one badass.
How dare they not fireball formation out of the gate? How rude. Inconsiderate.
There's at least 2 lieutenants.
Yeah.
And they end up going back inside.
I just came up for the smoke break.
Yeah. And there's, of course, rotation of the guards. I assume you guys are going to spend a day here scouting.
Yeah, getting numbers, getting their watch it, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Any paperwork we might need would be in the camp. It wouldn't be at the fort.
No.
So we're going to have to... Is the gate typically open to the fort?
Yep. This place isn't. It's not high. Yeah, it's not high security. But yeah, right down here beneath Nishra and Zeke, it's just a little staircase that goes down.
Before we enter the town, can we see where they're stockpiling all the supplies that are coming through? Like where their warehouse is?
Supplies are being brought to both places.
Okay, so they're just being distributed and then loaded back up, I presume?
Some are being taken out to the inner side of the port. So let me get you back to the map at Schalt. Activate. So right here past Fort Belron. So there's like this little trail right here. These dots. It doesn't take much to travel across those. You can travel that actually faster because it's a path.
Right.
And so ships will land over here on the backside of the fort. deliver their goods up to the fort, and it'll be distributed amongst the places, and then it's brought back over to here, into which it's loaded onto smaller ships, which will drive into the port or wherever it needs to go.
Right. I was just saying. I assume the schedules aren't perfect, so I was just curious to see if there was a holding space that the people or the imports that were coming in, if they were just holding.
It's not very frequent. Like it's in fact, honestly, you guys wouldn't see it in your time there, unless you just happen to be lucky to see a ship come in and deliver its stuff.
Okay, gotcha. It's basically just a pass. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a high travel,
or it's not like a high. They don't have any buffers on their supply chains.
No.
Okay.
And folks, now that you have seen what you've seen, you've heard what you've heard, I hope it can help you make your decision as to what to do next. And we will find out what that decision is next week.
Yeah, we're going to South Shoal.
Let's go with those dwarves. Yeah, this looks too hard.
It is what it is. You guys are chaos incarnate. I follow, you lead. Even if it's a game of Twister or roulette, whatever we're doing.
Audible, like, ripping noises. Okay.
Well, great job this week, y'all. You guys have bought more slaves than I've ever sold in any D&D games. In fact, all my D&D games combined, I've never sold so many slaves.
And we just released 30 of them into the wild. Good luck. See you later.
Yeah. Good luck. Don't die.
Don't die. Have a good life.
Oh, so I just had a thought. We kind of dipped almost immediately. Did we? We never did the whole portal thing, did we?
Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sent them.
Oh, okay.
You sent them all. They're just like, bye. He nodded his head.
Right, but then we were going to wait a day and put the portal back open in case there was an issue down there.
No,
did we actually do that?
Yeah, I had it. I have it right here. You had.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I'm guessing there was.
On. Yep. It's been actually, when you guys go back to Port Nyanzaru, if you went back right now, it'd be a whole new general store. So you spent the night, you woke up, then you sent the dwarves off, and it spent a day. And then you spent a day waiting, opened the portal back up, everything was fine.
We just played merchant.
Then you took your trek, which was supposed to be days, but you had to take one extra day, so that had been 8.
Okay.
And that puts you at right here where you're at. You took 2 extra days. It took 2 days to get from the mines. So you have spent 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days since the 27th of Lent, putting us into the next month.
Sweet.
Wow.
Oh, is anybody here good with
and I just gotta say, fuck you, Bjorn, for making me have to keep track of all that shit.
What you do is make him keep track. What was that, Kashar?
I should.
Is there not a date and time in Boundary that you can add? There's one there was. We can like literally advance time.
Oh. I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
I'm sure there is. Foundry usually has something to make it easy.
Yeah.
But
well, thanks for running our chaotic.
Guys, I had so much fun tonight. Theseus, it was such a blessing to have you back with us. I really got to enjoy you in the bathtub full of alcohol.
And goat.
That was so good.
And
is Craig dying?
Oh my God. That will be your I got you, Theseus. That looks beautiful.
Get out of here, Craig.
Oh my gosh, that looks so perfect. Theseus, you made my day. I hope to see you all next week. I will have a puzzle up for you guys this week. I'm posting up Tuesday night. It'll be in regards to Fort Bellarian.
Wonderful.
Catch you guys next week. Be safe.